today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
A fumble on the play, recovered by the defense.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trey.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It is his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
That catch good for only a couple. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The 6-yard line.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jackson sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
DeAndre Baker there defensively.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for...
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
With the score.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
13-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. Oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Yeah, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Jackson from the shotgun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Here's your
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
49ers.
George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely put on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with him. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
no gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
play by Trayvon Diggs.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 28.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Flushed out right. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 48-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
46-yard
from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
49ers, first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
But they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Brings up from the gun on 3rd down. Jackson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
Hill incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Again, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back now here in Santa Clara.
That's the end.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running with Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jabril Peppers. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, trade him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So
so. This play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers continue to roll. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
37-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got a man. It's Patterson complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. The 40.
That's
the
right,
20,
baby. It's all
10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 34-yard line.
Buying time to his left. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another 49er first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team.
Recovered.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So